I was just like feeling kind of heavy-hearted. I'm sure you guys know what I mean.
Good morning. Good morning, you two.
Do you see how he's holding my neck?
Oh my goodness.
I can't even handle it.
Good morning, honey.
All right, we're at it again. Some of you guys have said that you're enjoying the cooking section, so I shall give you more because cooking is happening. This is the end of a bag of coleslaw, and so it's looking a little bit sad, but it will make some really good soup because I really enjoy cabbage in soup. I also bought from Aldi a bag of kale, and what I did is I knew I wasn't going to use the whole thing before it went bad. So this morning I divvied it out into little sandwich bags because I figured that's about the right amount for a pot of soup. So right now I have a couple slices of bacon in the pan, and I'm going to start with that, and then I'm going to put some ingredients in and make some soup. I'm not feeling particularly great or boisterous today, but making soup is really therapeutic for me, or like cooking, chopping, you know, all of those things. So I'm going to do that and then see what the rest of the day holds. Oh my goodness, what in the world? This onion, I'm peeling the outside layer and it grew an extra onion skin under the outside layer. So this was the outside skin, peeled it off, and look, another layer of skin. What? That's an overachieving onion right there. Chopping these vegetables is making me just really grateful. I didn't know when we, a couple weeks ago when we started hearing that there's like grocery shortages or like food shortages. Not shortages, but yeah, just unavailable in the store. And I wasn't sure if we were gonna be able to get fresh produce or anything like that. And I have celery and I have carrots, and I've never been so grateful for them. The bacon is finished, and I just dumped in onion, carrot, and celery, and I'm going to kind of, as they say, sweat it down. That's a delicious term. Next, a can of stewed tomatoes, and I'll just add a little bit of water in here and shake it around and pour it out. Next, some freshly washed scissors and chop up the tomatoes. Can of chicken broth. A little frozen dollop of tomato paste. And then I'm gonna add the rest of my bag of spinach, or no, what is this? Cabbage, that's the one, there it is. And kale. So this is kind of a play on ribollita. That was the original recipe that was given to us as a meal when I was sick many years ago, and we really enjoyed that soup, so we've been kind of making it our own ever since. And then I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic. I go ahead and crush a few and put it in olive oil and keep it in the fridge. I'll add some of that. I'll cut up the bacon and put that in, and I'll figure out if I need to add more water or anything. Oh yeah, and salt, pepper, and parsley. And now I'll just wait till the kale and the cabbage kind of break down a little bit, and then we'll see how we're looking. I do feel like it needs more water, so I'm gonna add maybe about 2 cups. And then if the water, I could have used chicken broth, but I'm trying to kind of save it. I don't know. I feel like I can add water to this because I can always add more seasoning or flavoring to the soup. If it does need more flavoring or more body, I can add another hunk of the tomato paste. I could also add a bouillon cube or two. But I'm just gonna let it do its thing for a while and see what happens. I just thought of something I wanted to try. I'm gonna add some Worcestershire sauce. Maybe like 2 tablespoons. I don't know. We'll see. Hee hee hee. Soup is fun. Soup is an experiment. And I did recently taste it before I put the Worcestershire sauce in. And it tasted good. It wasn't super bland or anything, so it will only grow. All right, you know what I decided? I decided not to put the bacon in because I'm pretty sure Peter would rather have crispy bacon on top. And the amount of flavor that this tiny bit of bacon will add, I feel like he'll like it better on top than in the soup. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge until we eat the soup. There's your answer. If you've ever wondered if Oliver can bark. Yes, he can. Okay, Peter yelled down a few minutes ago and he was like, what are you making? And I literally went, I'm ready to answer your question.
What are you making? Can I guess?
Yeah.
Soup.
Yes. We had the last bit of the bag of coleslaw.
Yeah.
And it looked a little bit sad.
So you put it in the soup, right?
Yeah, I had to make soup.
Perfect. We like cabbage and soup.
We do.
And are you making like a rebolita?
Rebolita.
Kind of smells like that.
Yeah, it is.
Nice. Awesome.
So I decided, brilliant.
What?
That's brilliant.
We have new iron-on patches on our online store. These Have Courage patches, and they can be ironed onto anything that you can iron. So I put one on our Do What You Think You Can't Do tote bag.
I love that.
I was making some pictures for the store, and
yeah, I think that's brilliant.
Yeah, and by popular demand, we also added today silver I Choose Joy necklaces. So
yeah,
we had them only in rose gold, and now they're available in rose gold or silver.
So that's fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here's the rose gold option. So let me show you next to each other. Oops, don't drop. Okay, here we go. Rose gold on the top, silver on the bottom. I'm glad you guys are enjoying those. I'm so glad. And as we got more and more requests for silver, we were like, done. Harry loves this patch of sunshine. Every day the sun comes in right there and he loves to sit there. Well, I just came in from outside and Harry was missing me, so I'm holding him. Sometimes when we come in from being outside, he's like, meow, meow, meow. So I picked him up. I was just like feeling kind of heavy-hearted. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. And I was like, okay, I need to refocus. I went outside and I sat in the sun for a few minutes and I opened up my Bible app on my phone and my Bible study app on my phone. I use First 5. If you go in the App Store and type in First 5, it's primarily geared toward women, but anybody can read it. It's free, and there's different Bible studies that you can choose from. I'm doing 1st and 2nd Peter currently. Anyway, I went out there, recalibrated my brain a little bit, just refocused, and Peter's outside editing currently, but I just came back in and I thought I would taste the soup, and it's really good. Yeah, it's delicious. And so it turned out really well. He's like, wait, can I have a bite? No soup for you. Oh my goodness, look at his eyes. They're so bright. Ollie was laying on the porch with me in the sun and was like on his side asleep. And he got hot. So he just walked out to the grass and laid down. I usually like to let my soups kind of simmer on the stove for like an hour or two. I turned off the heat and slid the pot off the heat probably an hour ago. I'm just letting it cool down on the stove. Bye-bye. And then once it's cool, I'll put it in the fridge. But you can eat it right away if you need to eat your food, like if it's dinner time. Or you can let it simmer, and I think like letting it simmer allows those flavors to kind of develop. But it's really flexible. Or if you're not gonna eat for a while, you could just put it in the fridge and reheat it. Soup is like a go with the flow kind of food. Let's get a Peter taste test. Taste test time.
Ooh, taste test with a wooden spoon. That's fancy.
Isn't that magical? Oh. Kinda hurry up because the battery's dying.
So good.
You like it?
So good, yeah.
A lot of pepper. It's like burning my throat.
I love it.
Okay, good. Another baking bread failure or experiment? We'll go with experiment. I had some starter that I had in the fridge. I left it out overnight to try to like have it bubble up. But I think the yeast didn't work again. So I'm gonna try to make some rolls and just see what happens. I'm letting them rise, and I just put this pan on top to let them rise. I don't know, I felt like that was the right thing to do. Okay, I did another trial. In the pan, I put some avocado oil and like pan fried one of the dough balls, and I'm about to break it open and see what the texture is inside. I'm not expecting much, but we'll see. It sounded hollow, like when I did this, but now it feels kind of gummy. Okay. Probably not. It tastes fine. Actually, it kind of tastes good. Peter? Hey, babe? Oh, I forgot. He's up on the 3rd floor recording podcasts. When he comes down, I'll have him taste it as well. Like, do you like it, or?
It's kind of like the flatbread you made.
Yeah, it is kind of,
But it's...
it's doughy, right?
It's doughy.
Yeah. And after all of that, the last 4 dough balls that I had, I put 4 of them in the oven. Pretty sure those are not going to work out very well, so I decided to just mix in a little more flour, roll them out, and make 2 more flatbreads. And that'll be great. That's what I mean about the rolls not really working out. I don't know. We'll have to wait and do a taste test.
All right, it's dinner time.
We should try them.
What should we try? Oh yeah, Mary made roll cookies. Look at these little, it's like miniature artisan loaves. Let's see. I'm so curious what it'll look like inside. Pretty, dense.
It does feel like bread. I guess if you really like hard crust on the outside. So this was, again, the yeast didn't really work. Kind of good.
That's actually, that'd be good with our soup. It's like cracker bread.
I'm gonna shred some sharp cheddar on the soup, and we ended up putting in the end of the brisket because we needed to use the leftovers up.
Amazing.
I just started having a lung pain. It is many hours later we ate our dinner. So I'm gonna go up and do my best. So we're gonna say.
As always. Harry's just hanging out inside of my sweatshirt.
As always.
Skin to skin.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Oh. Good night, Holly boy. Don't want to go upstairs with me?